So it seems like we are ready to go. There's Rift. Thank you, announcer. And you see the blue pings is coming onto this bush right here in the river. They might try to gather up and do something against RUSF or the Rainbow Unicorns. Wards cleared, so they have vision on at least Evelyn and said they know where they are, but not really the rest of the teams or the team's players. I think the top laners have seen each other. Not totally sure though, and this is quite some good defense. And not really any invade that can help anyone right now. Yeah, if we see like this, there is no vision of each other right now. And that means no one really can be safe. There is invades. But they probably just suppose no one is going for it. Also, blue buff and red buff is coming up in 2 seconds. So they're there. They are starting on blue here. Mid laners is in center. You can see some pokes going in. And that is the red buff going on for TFU Katana. So you can see Yasuo just jumping around everywhere, but whenever he closed in on Zed just pokes him with his fist or whatever it is. His blades on his hands. And also this Soralex picking Rice in top lane. It is quite a good do against this Remington, sorry. Because he has the range and doesn't really have to come up close. But the downside is that he don't really have any good escapes before level 6. So if Remington first gets like in the range, but you can see Exhaustion getting taken up, Stinky the NA just jumps over, and that is the first blood going into him. Also Caitlyn going down very low. So she has to burn a couple of potions and going very defensive. Will Barton get him too? It seems like he might go in for something. So Werewolf EOS, I don't think he is shown yet. Coming down behind Rovice. Rovice is using his wind wall to get Lighter's knives away, but they can't really do anything because Wukong comes in on the backside. So that is a series of events that could have led to something good for either of these teams, but didn't really seem like they had everything they needed for it. So Nyrom just trying to poke back, also Sinkane pushing so hard with his Tristana. So we can look at the minion scores. I can actually see the bot lane and the mid lane for, or actually the whole team for Rainbow Unicorn Strike Force. And just having a little bit better farm right now. Also having the kill, it gives them like around 800 gold lead right now. But it doesn't really have too much to say before they get the real big numbers. Also, you can see TFU Rova is going very low, and he just got downed. Also, getting that one exhaust outburned, it was very good for Zed. So he doesn't really have to worry about that the next 2 minutes. And also, Will Barting gets something more out now from the bot lane. The first hug he landed, it resulted in a kill. And we could just see him missing just another. So they can play safe in something like 12 seconds before you have to go defensive again when he gets his hook up. And getting the souls, picking up the landmines, or what is it, traps? Sorry. See Sorolix doing damage, but not too much because Renekton is very tanky as he is. I also think he has runes and masteries that resembles tankiness. You see the HP going down there? That is Renekton's 2 bursts out, and there is another just taking him down. I think all of Sorolix. Okay, Sorolix has his sustain throughout the crystalline flask, but he has burned its hull now. So that is good. You can see Wukong picking up his spirit mail and going for a very tanky build, it seems like. Also, Sorolix, you don't really have any more things to do behind you, but Katana is coming in here from the side. He catches Werewolf EOS in on the side, but now you can see Rova is coming in. Will this be a kill for them? Because he just jumps in. Will Katana goes down to Zed also. Will Rova is also be in big troubles from Lighter, but I think Lighter has to be a bit careful because Rova has some damage on his Yasuo. That is something. Tommy goes up and tried to jump in doing damage, but he couldn't really hit anything. Also, Nairoom, he still has longer range than Sync NA, but not for long. And that was pretty much damage. It's just jump in, escape, nothing really hits anyone. Also, Nairon down here, he is getting back his farm. So now it's only the mid lane that is super far behind on farm. He is losing 1/5 of the farm from Zed or Lighter. Also, when I see a top lane, you can see Ryze has 32 minions to his Renekton's 55. But that is really something you expect from the Renekton. He should be up at least 10 CS or something from the start because he has so high damage at early. But now I can see this Evelyn coming in from the side. That is good hook on Nairoom. Barton is stunned up, but I can't really do too much because Nairoom gets the heal and the movement speed getting away. And TFE exhaustion. He gets the flash out. Will they get him out? Because TFU exhaustion is getting down. Nairoom, he is standing on the turret with Werewolf, and A just gets away with a sliver of health from the turret. That was super good played by the Rainbow Union Strike Force team. And that was more like something I expected because they had a tendency to go a lot down bot lane and just ganking the shit out of them. Mostly on the last tournament, their top lane also was there, but Lighter gets a kill on TFU Rovais. But I think he might go down now to TFU Katana. So I think Katana is the only one getting kills here, which is not really good for the TFU team. They really need to get some kills on their carries. Because a Wukong, he can be strong by himself, but it doesn't really help when you're only one person versus like 5 players with high damage. Also, you can see there are a couple of deep wards for the blue team in the Rainbow Union Strike Force jungle. Mostly on the right and on the red buff. And bottom side is not too much, but it is there. I'm kind of excited to see how it will go when they just get their team fight. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think TFU should have quite good team fighting composition. You can see with the Grand Tibbers just raining down on everyone, also the TFU Katanas and Wukong Cyclone. up everything, and Caitlyn's long range just standing there poking everyone with her basic attacks. Same with Sir Alex, you can see this Nayarn just going down here, Tristana jump going over to him. Bartin actually picks up the kill, and Extortion is very low right now. He got the stun, will stun NA on the turret, NA goes down, and that is a counter kill for Exhaustion. It seems like Rainbow Union Strike Force will go for the dragon right now, but there is no one there to contest it. Like they killed the one in like near proximity that actually could do anything about it, and that is kind of great. Will Bartin? He stands there. He sees Rovice. Rovice takes out that ward, but there aren't very many people around there, and by that they know they have this one. Katana gets out, and that is a wasted cyclone. Well played by Werewolf of U West. Finally got down that pink ward. Also on the top lane, he cleared out the purple team pink ward. And right now, there isn't really too much happening, like except for the ward war. Is Renekton going to put down another ward and clearing out the third ones? Also, Werewolf has quite a high movement speed, so he can just run away when everything or when something happens. The top lane is as usual just separate from the whole fight, just coming in team fights later on. And both of them have teleports, so whenever a team fight breaks out, the teleport will come out. But now you can see TFU Soralix actually have the power to contest Renekton a bit. And not too much. I think Renekton could have killed him if he went in on him. And that is one. The trap is taken up from Tristana. Getting hooked onto that. Or not hooked, it's more like just trapped. Snared, I would say. So top lane you can see Renekton still has a lot of power. But he will lose it slightly more and more throughout the game. In despite of Soralex, who would just grow and grow with every. The teams playing now is the TFU versus Rainbow Unicorn Strike Force. Sadly, I can't remember what TFU stands for. If anyone in the chat could tell me, it would be good, but yeah. So you can see wards here cleared up right above bot lane, and TFU's bot lane is very defensive right now. I don't know if they know the Evelyn's around there, but at least suspect it. But TFU Extortion is getting taken up. He just runs into the wall, but Werewolf EOS is getting taken very low, and turret kills enough. Although Nyrone is getting down from everything, and that is a double kill for Sync NA. So Rainbow Unicorn Strike Force, they play very good, although it was a bit bad for them going in onto that Annie with everything like going bad. With the stuns, sorry. And they end up trading a 2-for-1. It is still good because they now have a Tristana with 6-1 and she jumps straight onto the trap. Having to delay her arrival at lane a bit. And that is a beautiful wind wall. I don't know if it can do too much about it because that is not enough damage to kill him. Or is ooh, last take of Ignite. That was so close. 1.5 minutes until Dragon is up. And this mid lane turret, it seems to go down pretty quickly by just ladder. But now you can see TFU Katana coming in, but this Cyclone is totally wasted again. I think I've only hit one of those Cyclones, and that one wasn't even good either. So he really have something to step up on. Also, Exhaustion is taking up that one ward, but that means it's another kill for Sync and A, and Sync and A is just super brutal. He's like going in and killing everything. He actually killed a minion before he killed off that Danny. Also, Soralex is in bad trouble right now. So Werewolf taking up a kill onto Soralex. That means the total kill count is 4 to 14. That is quite a lot. The gold swing is already 7k. How bad will it be for TFU? Ooh, that is something good. Ladder is taking so much damage right now. Also, the top lane turret is going down right now. And there's no one up there to stop him for getting the next one, because now you can see Soralex is coming up to the mid lane trying to desperately defend this. But they have so much damage on Sync, NA, and Ladder. Also, Werewolf is coming in from the side getting damage out. Soralex is just downed. Myron doesn't really get the kills, and Sync just jumps in and out of the fight. Exhaustion just cut out Nyron, but Nyron, will he get down too? It seems like he just got flashed out, and that is another double kill. That means 2 double kills for one fight. Sync and A is dominating right now. That is another turret, so it is 4 turns to 0. And Dragon's there, throwing out the lantern and getting Werewolf in. So this Dragon is basically gotten for free because there's no one to contest it. They can take it down with only like 200 or 300 health in each of their health bars. Also, the use of Evel in this game is quite good, because if you look at the map for the purple team, you can see all of these pink wards. They have total control if blue team or the TFU team has any pink wards. If you can see that there is super defensive wards right around their base right now, and they can't really get out. The only ward they have is up here. That doesn't really cover too much. It's only covering the lane, the Baron pit. It didn't get spotted though, so that's a good thing. So it seems like TFU bot lane will just back off because Sync is too much for them to handle. You see all this damage coming out. Also, Rice just teleported down, but he got spotted out, I think, if I'm not mistaken. At least he's seen Barton is actually coming around here on the side trying to hook anything, but he couldn't really hit anything. And now you can see this damage from just Barton. You can see basic attacks just took down 200 or 300 health out of him. But that is a hook. It should not have missed. It was so close, although they will get the kills. But Sync NA, you have to leave the turret right now, and you just picked up a double kill, if I'm not mistaken. She's so low, but she can afford it because there is no one around, because everyone's dead. That is another buff taken away from blue team. They are really on their back heels right now. And TFU Katana, he gets shrinked down, and that is another kill. You could hear him using the Cyclone, but he went down before it even got active. Also, Soralex, will he even contest the fight? You can see Rova is jumping in. Will he get anything? No, because he got flayed out by Barton. Barton is playing so good this game. Also, Tommy Gretzky, you can see how tanky is. He's just standing there between TFU, Exhaustion, and Soralex, but they are not really doing any damage to him. Also, Soralex getting hit up, he flashes out, and that is also Sync NA just running into the turrets, and that is the bleed just killing him off. Lantern over the wall, just getting taken, and the wolves going down to Werewolf US. So right now, it doesn't really look very good for TFU. The Rainbow Union Strike Force team, they look so strong, and I think they can end this in less than 10 minutes. Okay, so we will have a little bit lag. I have to fix something with the competition. Okay, we're back, and Lider just picks up some more kills. He's now currently on a killing spree. Katana can't really get down Barton. Syncane is also legendary now. How many kills do he has 15 to 1. That is some brutal stats for him. Also, Barton getting down by Soralex, but Soralex just has to run away from Lider. Lider is, although, in a bad spot for that, and oh, that is so sour. Who one of the best kills I've seen. Like, he just waited too long in the base and got shot by the tower. Also, on TFU Exhaustion, why are you even trying? NA is legendary times 7 now, I think, or something. Because he has just done brutal. This top lane turret is so low, but Soralex, you can't really do it. You don't have the mobility to match the Tristana. And that is the team's turrets. So the turret count now is 9-0. That is huge. TFU is so far behind, I don't really think it is even possible to get back from it. They are 20k behind, 22k behind in gold right now. And it still increases. And now the dragon going down for the purple team. And Rainbow Unicorn Strike Force seems to like getting bigger and bigger goal lead. So Alex is getting hit by the hook, and you can see Tristana just taking down that dragon so quick. Like, I didn't really realize they had started on it before they ended up. Katana, can you get into it? Nope, you can't. Yeah, good job taking down that ward. You've earned it. Good wind wall taking down the engage of Rainbow Unicorn Strike Force. Okay, I think this is one of the first times we have seen both teams have all 5 players scattered in one lane. But it's Tristana. She could take down that inhibitor so quick if she just had the access to it. Also, Werewolf EOS just comes in from the side. He's taken quite low. She gives the shield from the lantern, and she gets to run out. Katana is getting down by Sinkane. Sinkane gets 1 kill. Also, it's triple kill for Zed. Lighter is coming out. It's great this game. So the roster changes, it doesn't really seem like it have done anything bad for the reigning Unicorn Strike Force team. Definitely a strong team still. And that means all 3 inhibitors is down. They just want everything from the pace of TFU. So that means it's probably a win for Rainbow Unicorn Strike Force, and TFU goes on into the loser bracket.